Now, as I say in every single video that I make, I have been so lazy with my upload schedule, and I'm sorry, and this video would do well to just be like 3 minutes of apology, but, you know, such is life, right? I guess I messed up. I'm gonna make this a fun video anyway, because, you know, why not? I know I've made like a bunch of games actually since my last upload, and I should really be promoting one or maybe both of those, but hey, I'd rather start off with a nice silly one to get back into the rhythm. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the first flower pot in my list. Now this first one comes from Minecraft. According to the wiki, it is a simple decorative block that can contain flowers, saplings, mushrooms, or plants. Now that's pretty cool, right? Wrong. No, this flower pot is the worst. It's so lame. Like, look at it. Would you trust this flower pot to nourish your flowers to health? It's just like, it's got nothing going for it. It's got like brown. This is the reason the world is bad. It doesn't even say whether it can catch fire. It's a probabilistic statement as to whether it can catch fire. Probably because nobody cares enough to actually research this flower pot, because it's that uninteresting. This flower pot is bad. In a fair world, this boring brown hollowed out cube would not be the default choice in one of the most popular video games of all time. And I'm not even talking about this flower pot exclusively. I'm talking about even including the sort of makeshift one that you can make with a dirt block and some trapdoors. I mean, that one's also bad because it's just sort of the same concept. It's just, at this point, Alex spent like 5 solid minutes talking about that flower pot, so I cut that out to save you from having to listen to all that. So, moving on to prevent my rude editor from further stifling my passions, let's discuss pot number 2, the flower pots from the roof of that stage in Plants vs. Zombies. Now these are some fully respectable flower pots. Even when they have not got a flower potted, they still have a random seedling inside for some reason. I mean, think about that, they're so fertile, you don't even need an actual seed because there's already a plant in there just all the time. It's perfect. If you look carefully, you might also notice this one has a face. All these flower pots have tiny... these don't. That's not the right one. These do. Look at them. They got little faces. They got a little mouth, a little smile. It's amazing. It's alive. It's a living flower pot. Now that's obviously... Take that, Minecraft. Notch, take notes, because this is how to game design. This is it. I don't know about you, but I would totally trust this flower pot to nurture a plant to health. I mean, the plants that actually grow in them probably have to be kind of healthy because they are defending you from a zombie apocalypse. I trust this flower pot to nurture me to health. It's got a face. Now, flower pot number 3 is actually from this sort of interior design Skyrim mod, but if we're going for straight size, this one is the best so far. It's real big. I mean, look at that thing. You could plant a tree in there. Now, I honestly don't have a great deal to say about it because it's not very unique. I mean, it's got a cool shape, I guess. It's sort of got like a round, like a little narrow neck and then a big middle and a big opening. That's nice. But, you know, I've seen flower pots like that before. It looks kind of ornate. I like the patterns. Again, got one up on Minecraft. God, I hate that flower pot, you know? And you know why I hate that flower pot? Because every fucking day... Did I mention the fact that this flower pot has a face? Now, flower pot number 4 is from this game Stardew Valley. You may have heard of it, I've never played it, so it is a bit strange that I'm including it in this video. However, this isn't about the flower pot, or just about the flower pot. This entry kind of goes to the whole game. Well, not the game, okay, it goes to the people in this game world who placed the plant pots. Now on 2 Willow Lane, you can see a nice raised bed next to a pot holding a healthy cactus. Now we're already off to a pretty good start, and you can tell that the people here have a deep respect for the plants they live with. The interior of the building reveals that this household has an absolute ton of plants. Look at that, I counted 11 total plants in pots just inside, and a further 7 fictitious representations of trees. See, there's 2 here, and then there's 5 in this little picture. Two of them are sort of cut off, but don't worry about it. We can also take a look at Elliot's cabin, this sort of small, sparse room that has 4 damn plotted plants in it. That's literally more than any other item in this building. Now, there are only 2 windows, only 1 painting. Now, there are 4 pieces of paper that I can see, but hey, guess what, fucker? Where do you think paper comes from? That's right, plants. It's all plants. The whole thing. The house is made of wood too. Guess where that comes from? Plants. All in all, I give Stardew Valley a 10 out of 10 for flowerpot representation. Now let's move on to the final flowerpot, the planet Earth. The biggest flowerpot of all time. Unless there's a bigger planet with bigger flowers on it. Oh no, I shouldn't have started this bit. Okay. Well, think about it. What are the defining traits of a flowerpot? 1, it's got dirt. 2, it grows stuff. And 3, it's used to compartmentalize nature into little designated areas for us to reap the rewards of whatever grows there, whether it's aesthetic beauty or food. We get to decide which plants do or don't serve our needs. Now, the planet Earth obviously has lots of dirt, it constantly grows stuff, and by now we are basically the ones who get to decide which plants do or don't serve our needs. The planet Earth is, therefore, a flower pot. Now, the only real difference here is that we are one of the things grown in the flower pot, and we've grown ourselves 100 concrete jungles to convince ourselves that we're not, but there you have it, folks. The best flower pot in video games is just the planet Earth. And actually, is it too late to change my answer, because I just remembered the Plants vs. Zombie one, and man, it had a face! Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully, I give it like 50-50 odds. Maybe that's too generous. Tell me your prediction in the comments as to whether or not I will ever upload another YouTube video, because it is literally, at this point, anyone's guess. Goodbye.